Hey guys, how you doing? Theron Shan. So, I've been wanting to do a video about this for a little while now, and I know that right now the game 100% is in alpha. That's the thing that's going to be on everyone's mind as they watch this video. It'll probably be the first comment out of most people's mouths as they comment on the video. However, this video is not meant as a criticism of CIG or the quantum drive mechanic or the quantum travel mechanic. It's really a question that I'd like to ask to the greater Star Citizen community about where are we now and where do we hope to see the mechanic going. And I'm going to tie this into a thread, obviously, that I'm going to place this into in Spectrum. So I hope this ends up spurring some debate and conversation. So I'm in my freelancer DIR. I'm going to bring up my star map. So you'll see right now I have the route from where I am near Port Olisar, and I can take that route all the way out to Microtech. That is a distance of 57 million kilometers, 57,500,000 and change to be closer to being exact, but you get the general gist. That's a far distance. Now, when I go into my quantum drive UI in the ship, it takes about a minute to do that calculation. Here's the funny thing. If I go and I select Daymar, it takes the exact same amount of time. Now, again, I get it. We're in alpha. They haven't finished sussing out how quantum drive will work. We're in tier 1. There's yada, 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 blase, blase. I get it. The question that I want to ask is, how long do we think, what should be the time differential between those 2 points? And don't forget, keep in mind that we are going to have a situation in which we will soon be dealing with much larger systems than Stanton. Stanton is a very tiny system in the grand scheme of the Star Citizen universe. It is a goldfish bowl in comparison to a large lake when you're looking at it in comparison to some of these other systems. That may be a bit hyperbolic, but it's a really small system. You're going to be looking at distances between planets that are going to be measured not in the tens of millions, but in the hundreds of millions, and in some instances, maybe 1 billion kilometers or more. So where that comes into play is when we're dealing with combat, or when we're dealing with the potential for combat. One of the things I know Todd Pappy said in a distant ATV he had with Jared is that Kirk Tomei and Mark Aben are working on sensors. Short-range sensors in Star Citizen are going to be in the realm of in the 10 to 50,000 kilometer range. That's going to be the range of what you can see in your local environment. I'm happy about that, extremely happy. And one of the reasons why I am happy about that, and I'm going to post a picture to that in the post and in the thread that I have in Spectrum, is about what it's going to mean for players as they deal with various threats on a tactical nature. So I want to do a quick segue jump to one of our favorite, or at least my favorite, sci-fi intellectual property, which is Star Wars. Everybody remembers the Death Star scene. Han, Leia, Chewie, Luke escaping the Millennium Falcon. They escape from the Death Star. They're on the run. They're trying to get to Yavin 4. And Han and Luke run up into the turrets. Leia and Chewie are in the cockpit. And they're flying straight and level, waiting for the jump to hyperspace to be completed. I have to imagine it took a while. It wasn't a very short process. It took quite a while for that to get done. That's what I want to see happen in Star Citizen. I want to see that there's time for that dynamic to play out. There's time for people to negotiate. Um, there's time for, you know, your co-pilot to have to get up and dash out of his seat, run into the back of the ship with his hydro spanner in hand to, you know, come here to the cooler, open it up, pull the cooler out, and replace a component because you've been taking some damage and your coolers are about to fail and you need to, you know, get this component replaced or repaired or something so you can continue on. Maybe, you know, avionics, there's something wrong with your avionics, which means your quantum drive is going to go down. You've got to get that repaired. You know, your gunner's up there, he's, you know, the seat's spinning away, he's trying to keep the bad guys off your tail just long enough for that calculation to be done. So, you know, moving forward, I guess the big question that I'm asking is, how long should it take? And I know this is going to be dependent upon the type of ship that you have and the type of quantum drive that you has and the class and the grade. Is it military? Is it A or B or C or whatever? But let's just go civilian, class C, middle of the road. How long should it take to calculate a quantum jump? And we'll have to do it based on distance. So I'm really interested in seeing what everyone else's opinion is on this. Um, I look for. I really hope it takes a while. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, while you're on the run, and you're charging up your quantum drive while your computer's doing the calculation. That's what I hope for. People may hope for shorter times, and I understand that, but I hope you'll explain the reason why. And I look forward to your conversation in Spectrum. This is Theron Shan, and I will see you in the verse.